Hi, I'm Kevin Clark, Associate Editor for America Magazine, from the roof of America Press, Fortress of Solitude here on 56th Street. Today we'll be talking about a new law out of Alabama that's been getting a little attention. Alabama passed perhaps the strictest immigration law in the country. It's encouraging police officers to check the paperwork on virtually everyone they stop, certainly anyone they arrest. Schools are required to check the documentation of their students. Employers have much harder standards to verify legal residency among their employees, and a host of other somewhat controversial regulations that Alabama has pushed through. The law is currently, elements of the law are currently suspended. It's being challenged by the Department of Justice, and we'll have to see where that pans out. What we do know for sure right now is that the law is already a big loser as far as Alabama's agriculture industry is concerned. Thousands of workers went missing this summer. The law went into effect at the beginning of this summer, and something like $100 million worth of crops were left to rot in the fields because they could not get workers to do these jobs. It's unclear what happened to the workers. Did they all just flee the state? It's pretty clear that a lot of Hispanics workers in Alabama were concerned, whether they had legal residency or not, that they would be racially profiled, or ethnically profiled, I guess, because of the law, and did not report for these jobs. They didn't want to go looking for them. They didn't want to go through the paperwork hassle. A lot of children apparently being pulled out of schools for pretty much the same reason. So Alabama is engaged in one of the biggest social experiments in the country right now. Will we pay more for food? Will farmers pay more to hire resident workers and American citizens to do this backbreaking work that in the past has traditionally been done by people without paperwork, frankly, illegal undocumented workers in the United States? So I guess what we're going to find out if farmers are willing to pay more, if American native-born citizens are going to step forward and take these jobs, and finally if consumers are going to be willing to pay more at the supermarkets for the food that they're bringing home to their families. So far the results are not looking too promising. A lot of farmers in Alabama are saying that they're going to switch from the more lucrative labor-intensive crops, fruit crops, blueberries, things like that, and switch to commodity crops that can be harvested with machinery rather than human beings. That might solve the labor problem in the short term, but it's going to lower the income that Alabama can expect to earn from its farms, because these are not lucrative crops. So that's the story from Alabama. Other states are looking at these same laws. Pennsylvania, I believe, is on the verge of passing a similarly strict law. And it all gets to the heart, I guess, of the lack of progress in Congress at the federal level to come up with a comprehensive immigration law that makes sense out of the millions of people who are here undocumented in the United States, who are doing the jobs that apparently American workers or American-born workers don't want to take. So until Congress rationalizes the immigration system, and our bishops have frequently called for comprehensive immigration reform, states are going to start taking the initiative on their own with sometimes perhaps chaotic results. Alabama is already suggesting that not only are they going to have this tough law on undocumented people, but they're going to try and pursue their own guest worker program, divorced from federal policy. So that's sort of the crazy chaos of legislation that we're looking at, as long as Congress puts off its responsibility in coming up with a comprehensive immigration reform that'll help farm workers, farmers, and the American consumer. I'm Kevin Clark from the roof at 56th Street. Thanks for watching.